Hello guys, welcome to Ejala Crypto. In this video, I'll be telling you like 3 reasons why Bitcoin will crash down to 20k, or why Bitcoin must crash down to 20k in value. Well, if you have not checked Bitcoin's chart recently, first of all, I would like you to see the chart and see where the current price is before we actually move ahead. So this is Bitcoin chart. This is Bitcoin chart. Okay. Now the price is currently at 38,777.0. So there is a support here. Let me draw the line. If you understand this very well, there's a support here. Maybe there will be a bounce or something. Let me look for horizontal line. Horizontal line. So maybe there will be a bounce here. Control Z. Maybe there will be a bounce around 37k, which should result in some rally. So, but this is the current chart. The current price is around 38,000 US dollar per Bitcoin. So let's go back to this image. So why should Bitcoin crash down to 20k? Well, in the other news, if you are very current with what is going on in the world, OpenSea incident occurred, and look at the number of NFTs that have been stolen on OpenSea, phishing attack. So a lot of people are talking about this OpenSea at the moment, about their NFT that is gone due to phishing and all that. So that is another news. If you have NFTs on OpenSea, or you are sending or receiving NFT on OpenSea at this moment, you may want to be interested in this news. So guys, let's go back to why this video is done. So what are the 3 reasons why Bitcoin must get to 20k or would crash to 20k? Well, first of all, based on technical analysis, it is obviously clear that Bitcoin has to do that. So what we'll do is, for us to see why this Bitcoin is crashing, let's look at the indicators that are very accurate or likely to be accurate. So I will use two indicators here. Well, normally I will use Bollinger Band, and I will use let me use RSI. Let's see what that gives us. So basically, like I was explaining, now I've added the RSI, but this RSI, I want to change it to the normal RSI. Because it has a simple moving average added to it. So let me just add the normal RSI here. RSI, let's go to RSI. This one is updated. I don't know. Let me check this out. Technical's favorites. Okay, maybe that's the latest update on it. So let's just use it the way it is. So, but basically, I would if we come here onto the settings, that should give us what the lines are all about. So we have RSI and we have a moving average here, simple moving average, which is simple moving average 14. Then we have RSI 14. So here what will happen is this. So I'll focus on the RSI basically, but I'll also use the simple moving average, which is this. So basically, if you are very conversant with what's it called, technical analysis, you will understand some things. What we take this for, let me adjust the settings to 75, oversold region to 75. I want to see if I can do that. Where do I do that? Let me quickly do that. So this is it. We come here, then RSI upper band. Instead of 70, I'll put 75. Then I'll leave the middle. I'll put this to 20. Or I can even add it to 80. Let me put this to 80 and make this 20. So we have it this way. So basically, in a huge bull run, what happens is that whenever this RSI goes out of this whenever this line goes out of the RSI upper band and the lower band, when it goes out of the upper band, it's considered as oversold. When it goes below the lower band, it's called overbought when it goes above, and oversold when it goes below. So a lot of good traders tend to sell at this top here outside the Bollinger Band and try to buy back maybe below here. Some may buy back at the middle here. So now if you look at previous occurrence in Bitcoin on the monthly chart, this is the monthly chart, you'll see that like the 2017 top, it's 2017 top around December. You will see that what happens, you see the serious oversold here. At this point, the RSI was reading around 95, 96 on the monthly chart. Then from there, it dumped harder below the average, the 50 point, the average band of RSI here. So when it got to this point, it dumped below it, and then this was the bottom here, which we got, which a lot of people enter into, which started another move, and it got to this point as well. It was already oversold. If you check the weekly chart, you will see. Let's go to the weekly chart so you can see. That gives you a little bit of some micro understanding as to when to exit the market. Look at it when this Bitcoin got to around I think the first time it got to around 65 or so. The market dumped down harder because it was oversold here around 90, 93. So it dumped down to this point. Then it got to the middle line, then dumped a little bit below it, then started again. But now, if you know what we call bearish divergence, then we saw a bearish divergence here. So if you have a lower low here and you have a higher high at this point, that is bearish divergence. So that is how it works. But here we have another bullish divergence below here, and that was why a lot of people got in. Look at this. This is a bullish divergence, and we have at this point we have higher high here. When you have lower low on the RSI, you have higher high here. It's a bullish divergence. So a lot of people will be looking at this point, getting in back at 37k, which is a possibility of a rebound, but it also may not work if you check the monthly chart. So for the monthly chart, it's obvious that it was oversold initially, and we have this bearish divergence here. So it may take a while for a rebound to happen, and this may just play out the way it was initially. The RSI may just get to around 42.9 or so before it rebounds. So for it to get to 42.9, you are looking at the region of this 20k, and the reason why, that's number one reason, because it's oversold according to charts. But the second reason why it is important for Bitcoin to get back to the 20k region is because in the market, a lot of people are over euphoria, especially about the NFTs and all that. You can see what is happening. There was a particular guy who was supposed to make some billions. I mean, I think $1 billion was bidded for his NFT. The guy turned such offer down. So when people are very euphoric about a coin, about the market, it shows that the market is done. Okay, a lot of people have the initial move from 20k down to up to 65k. Made a lot of people euphoric, and when they see the market dump down to around 29k, a lot of people who couldn't sell at 65k waited for it to rebound, and when it rebounds back to the top at 67, they got out of the market quickly to not get so as to avoid any bear trap. So this is what is happening. It's playing out in the chart here. So the fundamental in the market is terrible, and in addition to the fundamental is the fact that a lot of countries are now declaring Bitcoin as a legal instrument. So If you look at El Salvador, they are part of those mining. So if we have more miners, it means we have more supply of Bitcoin in circulation. So which will impact the market in the temporary. So for now, when so many Bitcoin hits the market from mining, definitely we'll see a drop in the price. But for the future, when no one can mine again, definitely it becomes scarcer and scarcer. But for the meantime, when it is still not 100% scarce and a lot of people are getting into the mining, that means we are producing more Bitcoin. Even with the low rate of mining at the moment, the hash rate is like almost at all-time high at the moment. So which means that a lot of people are mining Bitcoin. Countries are joining it. A lot of private individuals and even companies are coming into to to mine Bitcoin. So we have more Bitcoin coming to the circulation. These guys who are more interested in money just mine and dump in the market. Though they are not mining at a very high rate, but whatever they mine adds to the supply of Bitcoin as it is at the moment. So that's another fundamental impact on the Bitcoin at the moment. The double top is a very huge bad sign for the market in terms of technical analysis, which shows that there was going to be a kind of bear market. And I think Vitalik mentioned something similar recently, that we are now in crypto winter. So now, the third reason why Bitcoin has to come back to this 20K, for me, I believe that this point is where the bottom will be for Bitcoin. And if you want to invest in any project, you may want to wait till Bitcoin touches that 20K. I am not saying it will go below 20K. It might not go below 20K, but I feel even if it's a sharp touch, it will likely get to 20K for this bear. The bear market may take a long time. It may get into next year or even beyond. So guys, be prepared for what is about to happen. So it's going to come to 20K because a lot of people, when Bitcoin started pumping and it got to 20K, a lot of people sold at this point, hoping that it was going to jump because this was the previous top, but that top was broken. So it broke the top. If you look at this point, when this was pumping, Adibi someone want to hold and it came back down to this place, such person won't be happy. But now look at it. A lot of people sold at this point. I'm okay, I'm done. Some who bought at 20K and 2017 had the opportunity to come and sell out their coin. They sold off. Unfortunately, the selling was not able to crash the market. The market continued to pump, oversold candle outside the Bollinger Band. And it was important for the market to dump back. So a lot of people who sold at 20K were biting their fingers when Bitcoin was trading at 60 something K. I know a lot of people may FOMO into after that to keep their Bitcoin, but those who sold at 20K waiting for a rebound or a retracement are still waiting for that till now, and they've not gotten anything. So 20K seems to be a demand zone, a high demand zone where a lot of people want to get back into the market. And that is why that is a position or region where the market can strongly bounce back very well. So that's why I'm actually thinking that, okay, 20K is essential for the market, because any market that breaks its all-time high is supposed to do a retest of this the previous all-time high, so which is likely to play out at the worst of the bear market. I did this chart around December last year. I want you to see that which was what I did as a likelihood of Bitcoin. So if you look at it, if I play this now, you see it playing out to some extent. Yeah, so I you can see my gray line here. I drew this gray line. We're going to have a bear market up to this point, where I feel that on the monthly monthly RSI was going to monthly the monthly MACD was going to cross down, because now the monthly MACD has crossed downward, which means a bear market, that it was going to cross over at this point, around this point. What's the date I put there as at that time? Let me check. I think if I can find this. Well, I'm not updating the idea. I want to see. Okay, yes, the date is not there. The date is not there. I wish to see the date for this day. So I think around it should be next year or so. I'll try to check, but this is where it is. If I redraw the line, let me just try to redraw a line here. if I draw the line, so I was expecting something around this place. So it's around 2023 as it is, maybe around August 2023 or so. So we may just have to face this bear market for the next 1 or 2 years, the end of this year until maybe next year, which is 2023. So we'll see. For a whole year, we may just be in the bear market. So this is another reason why I feel that Bitcoin will have to touch 20K. So that's all. These are the 3 reasons why I feel Bitcoin needs and must touch 20K, and I feel it will. It may take a while. Market will bounce back and give some false hope until it gets to a highly demanding zone, like a zone where a lot of people want to get in. So that is all, guys. Make sure you subscribe if you wish to. It's not by force, but if you want to get to be to know about a lot, if you want to know a lot about crypto and updates about crypto, make sure you follow this channel and subscribe and put on the notification bell so that any video will not escape your mind. Guys, take care. Have a wonderful time. Bye.